Hey everybody, welcome to another Muddy Reviews. Today we are looking at a Blackhawk ISSAK rig. We're continuing with the old school cool motif, and yeah, this is some pretty old school shit. So this Blackhawk ISSAK is a purpose-built machine gunner's H-Harness that is meant for near water operations by, well, the naval special warfare community. And it's pretty awesome at what it was made for. So this was built to take guys from the water to the land and patrol and do what they got to do. So it carries all the necessities you need for that. It carries bullets, water, ordnance, food, shelter. Bam. All the shit you're going to need to survive off of if you really have to, or right out the gate. It is purpose-built for a machine gunner. You've got two 100-round pouches, two 200-round pouches, two canteen pouches with the ability to put smoke grenades under here, a butt pack with two outrigger pouches for flares, small butt pack, small enough to hold your tarp or poncho or whatever you need, a little bit of food, and whatever else you need, a small IFAK, whatever. You can hold a flare, another flare, or whatever necessity, small toolkit or wrench or whatever in here for the weapon, which that's what I have in here. Very versatile piece of gear. Its backside of this guy, this big old snake of a kit, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells of closed cell foam padding. These were designed to be buoyant to help you with river crossings or wading into a target, especially for river operations, like riverine operations in like jungles and littoral areas, coastals, shit like that. Really, really cool piece of gear. What I like though is these aren't permanently sewn into the rig, so you can remove them if you so desire or need to if they are no longer necessary. So you could take all five of these foam sections out, and now you've just got a nice jungle H-harness or whatever H-harness for the mission at hand. And it takes the extra thickness out of each cell that you don't need. But if you want to keep them, that just gives you extra padding to help with whatever. So it's pick your poison. Like I said, it is an H-harness. You've got 2 connection points in the rear, and then you've got 1 in the midpoint, 3 in the front. No, sorry, I lied to you. That's 3 in the front. 3 in the front. So the front connects at 3 points, and then it connects 2 points right at the butt pack. Or you could change it to where it connected at either side if you wanted to totally negate this rear cell. You could totally negate this rear cell and connect just these 2 outrigger cells, and then you could run each H-harness piece here and here, and you could just run just the 2 outriggers and totally get rid of the middle and go from there. That's another option, which I do like as well. So it gives you some modularity in that regards, even though it's not Molly. So this is the left side of the harness. So you, like I said, you have a 100-round pouch here. Inside of here, for maximal LARPing, I've got a 100-round box. This is a box from when I was actually using this for real. This is a 100-round 7.62 link box, and it's all taped up for when I would be pulling them out to actually put them in my Mark 43. Pouches have large grommets at the bottom for maximum drainage. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. On top of the 200-round pouch here, we've got a little Velcro and snap button pocket, and we've got a VS17. This is what I would use for signaling, marking stuff, flot, whatever. That's the same one I used. It's pretty hastily cut. Set it with some 550 taped off with a little loop so I can hold it easier, hook it, whatever. Nothing fancy, because most of that shit was not fancy. It was just kind of like, hey, we need this, let's make it. The 200 rounders are the same. I have 100 round boxes in them. They're all crushed up now. But I have these small foam blocks that we cut down. I learned this from a Master 43 gunner from this. I kind of call him that. I don't know. There's no title for that. With the SEAL team guys, he was one of our instructors. And this was a trick he taught us. Or I know he taught me. I think he taught some of the other guys too. But you cut these foam blocks down and you shove in the bottom these 200 round pouches. And what it does is it gives you some extra buoyancy, but it cuts that extra like slop out of that pouch, so you can get your box out. I was a box feeder, meaning I like to use these boxes and put them in a semi-rigid box that was on the side of my 43. Vice a bag feeder, meaning bag feeder would just run link directly in his pouches. Box feeding meant I carried a little less ammo directly in my pouches, but it also, for me, was far more efficient and faster. That was just a personal preference. The canteen pouches, like I mentioned, they've got a area for smoke grenades at the bottom here. I guess it works. I don't personally like it, but it's whatever. They will hold USGI canteens just fine, but they will also hold lots of other canteens and water bottles, which I think is pretty cool. Actually, wait, what? So I've got a pretty big bottle here, and it'll go in there. I mean, you're gonna see it. But it will fit, and then you can bring it down. So this is like, you know, ridiculous, of course. You're not going to put a bottle that big in there. But you could, theoretically. So, just kind of showing you. You could put a big-ass hydro flask if you really wanted to. I mean, it'd be stupid, but you could. And then, kind of bringing it around to that butt pack I was talking about when I showed you the big overview. You've got this butt pack. On the inside, you've got these tie-downs. I guess that's where you could put, like, I was saying, like a tarp or poncho or whatever you could tie down in there. And then you've got this nice shot cord cinch. You've got a storm flap. It's got the Blackhawk logo on it. And then you've got a cinch for that. And then it's a decently sized, about the size of a standard GI Alice. It has 2 large drain holes in the bottom. On the outbreaker pouches, you've got pop flares. This is not real ordnance. These are spent star clusters. These are ones that I had spent in training, and then they were dunnage. I kept them as dunnage for the maximum LARP to fill the pockets, because unfortunately they don't make airsoft star clusters we could use or something similar, because if they did, I would buy those and throw those in there instead. Moving along to the other side, identical canteen pouch. We're not going to talk about that. 200 round pouch is different, so we will talk about it. On this 200 round pouch, we have a different top pouch. It's just Velcro, pops open. This one I used for flares. I specifically used it for, again, not real ordnance, it's spent. This is a Marine Mark 124 Mod 0. US Navy, it's a nasty signal, smoke, and illumination. So one side's a flare, one side's smoke. This is a like signal device, you know, smoke in, it's a day use, and then you got your flare. I kept one of these in there for emergencies, and it fits perfectly. And then here, this was like a, for me at least, this was a tool pouch. So I have a Mark 43 wrench in here, and then I also normally have a screwdriver in here. You know, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can go find that real quick, because that is actually a pretty cool little bit of kit. I'm back, and I'm sad to report its current location eludes me. Normally, what I would have also in here is a medium-sized flathead screwdriver that would also be dummy corded. And then what I had done is I had taped a push light to it, so I could, a small red one, and I could illuminate the weapon to clear malfunctions and weird problems in the dark at night. It was kind of neat, but yeah, anyway. yeah, so that would be your gunner's toolkit. So for like a Mark 43, even a 240, 240 wouldn't have the wrench. This was M60 Mark 4, well, Mark 43 specific, but a screwdriver. Any machine gunner worth of salt has a screwdriver because you need to clear shit out of that fucker quick to get it back and running. That's it. 100 round pouch is the same. Otherwise, that's all she wrote. So yeah, this guy. Wait, no, I don't think I talked about. Oh, nope, I did not talk about these yet. So we'll move it around front. As you can tell, I took a pass at this once, so I forgot what I talked about. Come on, you big mamma jamma. All right, so the straps. The straps are thinly padded. They're not any different than if you've seen an Eagle one. They're very similar, and yeah, they're identical on each side. It's got a sternum strap to help kind of keep things aligned, I guess. The only difference is on the left side, I run a D-ring, and that's to facilitate the 43. I don't use a sling, and that's just how I like to run it. I feel I can deploy the weapon faster, even from a patrol position with the D-ring, vice a sling. That's just a personal preference. And as I mentioned before, it's connected up to the front with 3 points here. It actually gives you a really good amount of adjustment comparatively to other types of H-harnesses, and it's very comfortable. And that would be, and then in the front you've got the 2 points of adjustment here, which actually give you quite a bit of adjustment and allow you to wear this either just on your body or even over body armor. I wore this over a Eagle Industries Mars Cyrus, and it was very easy to wear over that. As bulky as that vest can be. So thank you for watching. I hope this was a good video. Hope you got something out of this. If you've never seen a Blackhawk ISSAK before, well, here you go. Pretty cool piece of kit. It's great for the maximum LARPing, and it's also just a great piece of gear, period. If you are someone who is just so inclined that they want a belt kit that can carry a lot of shit, this can do that. This can definitely carry quite a few rifle magazines into these large front pockets. You can also carry a lot of other necessary items. The only downfall, in my opinion, of this rig is it does not have a dedicated radio pouch. You would have to kind of like get creative in that regard. But that is not difficult to do, in my opinion. You could definitely sacrifice something for a radio if necessary. And then there's also seamstresses and things of that nature where you could take it to a stitch bitch and get some PALS webbing sewn onto one of these 200s on the back face and put a radio pouch, and you are in fucking business. So that is my recommendation for that. But this was kind of before radios were a common everyday thing for every single guy in the squad. Usually you just had a radio, but anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this. Like I said, I'm repeating myself. But again, that's all I got. Take care. See you in the next one. Get out there, make some cool old school kits. Old school is the new school. Everybody loves old school. Take care, guys.